Hi there, Malcolm here with my 292nd Booktube video, and today I'll be bringing you a review for Fantastic Four Imaginauts. A few months ago, Marvel Select did a Fantastic Four, which I read a few days ago. Never read Fantastic Four, it was my first one, and I happened to go into the library and spot another Fantastic Four written and illustrated by the same team. So I thought, let's do this properly, let's do some Fantastic Four. So I really enjoyed Rising Storm, so I thought I'd give this a go. And this one contains 4 adventures, 3 of which are loosely tied together, and the 4th one is something from June 1996 by the same team, a giant size anniversary spectacular. It's obviously nothing to do with the first stories, but we can see how far they've come from back in 92 to today. The first story is they have a reporter or something. They're basically trying to improve their media presence. Fantastic Four is a bit of an old, tired name by this point, apparently, and they're getting turned down for gigs and other lesser celebrities are getting them. And so there's this guy that comes along and he basically tails the Fantastic Four if they go on their various adventures and just hanging at home arguing. And he basically finds out who the true Fantastic Four are rather than the media persona, and actually the fact that yes, they're heroes, but they're not heroes because they have these abilities, they're heroes because these guys are bloody amazing. Really enjoyed that story, very clever, a lot of fun. This actually is a hell of a lot funnier than I was expecting it to be, much funnier than Rising Storm was, which was actually quite serious. That was the first story. The second story, the Thing falls victim to one practical joke too many, and so he goes on a rampage to track down who's doing it, to give someone a right clobbering. Unfortunately, it's Johnny Storm all the time, and he's having to try and circumvent the Thing's ire before it's turned to him. Very entertaining. The next story is a longer one called Sentient, where some mathematical type being comes from another dimension and causes a bit of problem for our heroes to try and resolve. And that actually has some quite shocking stuff happen in it. Awesome. We then have a 2-parter called Small Stuff, which is 2 small stories at one. Johnny Storm has been given a controlling power in the Fantastic Four company. Basically, his sister's having an adult teenager as a brother and wants to give him some responsibility. And it looks like he's going to be taken advantage of by some co-workers and make some major errors. It doesn't quite go that way, but there is some disaster that happens anyway, and there's a resolution of that to happen. Meanwhile, back at base, something has come back with Fantastic Four from an early adventure in this book, and it's there's a couple of panels that show this happening, and then you completely forget about it, and then it resurfaces at this point. And I thought, oh yeah, it was that thing. So it's nice to have that sort of over-story continuity. But I'm left with the Thing and Mr. Fantastic to try and resolve that issue. That was really entertaining, really funny. Enjoyed that one. And the artwork is pretty good. This is for the maths creature thing. Really clever artwork there. Really enjoyed that. And with the last story, the one from the 90s, the one from 96, the Fantastic Four and all the Avengers see themselves fighting every single villain they've ever fought, ever. What's going on, where are these guys coming from, because some of them are dead. There is an overarching bad that they have to resolve. And that's quite a fun story. This is done in the 90s, so it's a slightly more traditional layout. But it's great seeing who's who of all the various characters, many of which I had no idea who they were. But it's nice when I did recognise some. Yeah, it was fun, if a little traditional. But it's nice seeing the progression of how stories are told. So this was booktastic, no pun intended. So you've read Imaginauts, have you read any other Fantastic Four? Is there anything you'd recommend? Comments down below please, but as usual, if you have nothing nice to say then please keep it to yourself. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe and other YouTubey things if you want. Until next time, see you later.